What in the... What's up, guys? Vince Dow here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are new. So last night was the Grammys. That's the Music Awards ones for people who forget. And the whole thing was satanic. Okay? No, I actually mean that. You conservatives say everything is satanic. Because it is. The devil is the prince of this world. But just look at this. They were not hiding it. We had unapologetic Satanism on the stage, sponsored by Pfizer. That's real. We had Harry Styles still wearing women's clothing and winning an award for it. We had Lizzo. Yeah. That's Lizzo. And so we're going to react to some of the worst leftist satanic garbage from the Grammys. But first, folks, I'm here to announce the new, slightly revamped Vince Dow membership program. For rates starting at just $3.99 a month, you can get access to our exclusive members-only videos, which we're going to be doing a lot more of from now on. And we're also working on maybe setting up a Discord server. So if that interests you, hit the link in the description or find the join button here on YouTube to become a channel member. It's also the best way to support me and support the content. So thanks. I appreciate it in advance. Okay, we're going to address the satanic ritual that everyone is talking about in a second. But first, I want to talk about Harry Styles. If you don't know, the former One Direction member is now basically just known for wearing dresses and women's clothing all the time. And here's him winning a Grammy. Yeah. Have you guys noticed how the standards of boy bands have gotten more and more effeminate as the years go on, to the point where they're now just wearing dresses? See, the whole boy band phenomenon started with Elvis Presley, and some people might criticize him for starting it all, but let's also be fair to Elvis, right? The reason girls were so in love with Elvis was because he was a masculine man. He was tall, deep voice, greaser hair, patriotic, you know, and so say what you will about those days. You can argue whatever, but at least he was popular for his masculinity. Girls loved him and boys wanted to be him because he exuberated high testosterone. He was conventionally handsome. And in that sense, it was natural. It was normal, right? Not only were girls attracted to him, but boys also wanted to be like him because the girls were attracted to him. And so the standard that men and women pursued was conventional masculinity. But starting in the 1960s, a group of dysgenic, socialist, anti-American subverters came to this country, and they were known as the Beatles. And they were a bunch of skinny, weirdo nerds. Their music sounds weird, and John Lennon was an outright communist, all of that. And that really was the beginning of the end, because that changed the things that girls found attractive and that guys tried to be. And it got worse and worse. Even 10 years ago, One Direction was always a little bit fruity, sure. But still, Harry Styles wasn't wearing a freaking dress. Here we are today, where girls love K-pop boys who wear makeup. Literally into guys who wear makeup, and they all praise Harry Styles for thinking that he's a woman. That's the beauty standard in men. And many men try to be as effeminate as possible because that's what the culture pushes. And you see this everywhere to varying degrees. Country music even. Like, what do you think Johnny Cash would say if he saw those liberal punks known as Florida Georgia Line? Even rap music. Like, rap has never been known for being an industry of morally upstanding individuals, but most rappers used to have deep voices and rap about, you know, being a gangster and all this. That's the rap that I liked growing up. And now I swear half of these modern artists have voices that sound like they're on helium and just mumble a bunch of nonsense. And you have Lil Nas X bragging about being sodomized as a rapper. of all types of music, he's a rapper, and that's celebrated now in that industry. So it's just like everything is becoming more effeminate, except the actual women who are becoming more masculine. It is definitionally satanic, literally inverting the reality of the world, deceiving you of reality. But we continue. We also had Lizzo talking about celebrating obesity. So here's Lizzo.
And now I look around and there's all these songs that are about loving our bodies and feeling comfortable in our skin and feeling f***ing good.
Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I feel like people are already familiar with it. But as we know, okay, it's not physically or mentally healthy to be morbidly obese like she is. This is a provable fact. And yet here she is just openly encouraging the so-called positive affirmation of her lifestyle. That can be deadly when you think about it. We already know the medical consequences of obesity, okay? You can get people killed like that. And for all of the different guidelines on this stuff and how you can't promote dangerous activities or advice, why is it that YouTube and all these networks platform celebrations of obesity and gluttony? Like, in a way, you're really encouraging people to kill themselves. That's dangerous. That's promoting self-harm, which is supposedly against y'all's terms of service, but whatever. Most people get this. Obesity shouldn't be celebrated, blah, 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 we know. Okay, main event time. The Sam Smith satanic ritual, sponsored by Pfizer. It shouldn't surprise anyone who is paying attention that Hollywood really does worship the devil. That's not a joke. That's not a Facebook boomer thing. No, they actually do. And they're pretty transparent about it. But people need to understand that these are the same individuals saying separation of church and state, keep your religion out of it. And yet it is a known fact that you cannot be a Christian in Hollywood or the music industry. If you are open or even a suspected Christian, you will get blacklisted. Kevin Sorbo has talked about this. And look at Chris Pratt. Didn't they come for his head because he got caught attending church? Like that was it? And not even real church, but Joel Osteen's church, which, yeah, I don't even know if I would call that church, but these are the people who cry for freedom of religion. And yet you are not free to be a Christian in Hollywood. They will cry separation of church and state as if, Hollywood is the state. And so you will never see Christianity praise that one of these things because they claim to keep religion out of it. And yet they will openly do satanic displays on the stage. So their own demonic occult religion, sponsored by Pfizer, is just fine. Because, see, it's not really about separation of church and state or religious neutrality. It never was. It is and always has been a war against Christianity and Christianity alone. It's not that they want everyone to be free and equal and neutral. It's that they want Christians to be blacklisted and silenced and oppressed on the basis of their faith. But yeah, there's your Grammys. The whole thing was satanic. Like, you had this one thing that was openly satanic, but all this other garbage trying to defy reality, liberate people from the natural design of the world, all of it, yeah, Satanism at its core. This country needs Christ. What else can I say? But anyways, let me know what you thought in the comments below. That'll do it here today. So until next time, remember to like and subscribe. Check out that membership again, starting at $3.99 a month. Alpha moves only. God bless and peace.